very funny. You know, when people leave their computers, like, you know, when you're at Summit, everyone logs into the computers and they just kind of, you know, walk around, hang out, and whatnot. He likes to go on people's accounts and he likes to just go change their profile names to like something really stupid. He does this all the time, and he just like laughs it off, has a good time. I mean, this kid is a lot of fun.
Dire team ban.
Storm Spirit!
I definitely agree with you there. Yeah, that's a tough one for me to say. I was leaning towards 3-1 yesterday, and I think I still feel like that's where we're heading towards. I think VP are going to be the favorite still. Navi do have what it takes to potentially win it, but my gut tells me 3-1 final score.
Just gonna do a quick little audio left the little settings tab up. It's fine. Last band's now coming out. There was an Omni Night band as well as the PA earlier, as well as that Viper and the Queen of Pain. So last phase, we're still looking for a Dendy. No, not a Dendy hero. Probably a Crystallize hero, unless it's going to be a Core Venge, which feels to be the way that people play it more often than not nowadays.
I think I've seen him play it quite a bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Core Venge. So far, Navi seems to be drafting like all the things that they're very comfortable with playing. Virtus Pro, we have that No One Tiny. Like that No One Tiny was something else, so I'm a little worried about that one.
Oh yeah.
Rest of the draft, yeah, really strong in terms of laning, Lifestealer AA combo. You can't get away from the cold feet, and Ogre just going to charge up this Tiny, charge up this Lifestealer, 2 great bloodlust targets.
Yeah.
This is looking like the aggressive Virtus Pro lineup so far. The only thing I have to complain about it is that Ogre Magi not exactly the best hero for Lil to be on. I feel like it isn't that flashy, super high skilled 4-position hero that you normally see him on. Actually, he might even be playing the AA, honestly. I'm not too sure. Solo seems to be playing Ogre Magi all.
Yeah, that probably seems like it makes more sense. The other thing that I would say is they don't have the best lockdown for Storm. It was a really good, you don't often see Storm Spirit in the 4th pick, but having it that early is kind of taking advantage of the lack of stuns and lockdown that they have right now. They're going to need to address that. Medusa is the last pick, and then it's going to be an anti-mage.
Pasha Lifestealer.
Oh, they throw it back around. No one Lifestealer, in fact. Pasha offlane Tiny.
All right, let's calm down. They might swap things up. They might not.
Storm Spirit against Lifestealer? Do you just like
it's going to be Lifestealer AA.
Do you think so?
I'm pretty sure they'll lane together. I mean, the thing is, the cool thing about this lineup is that this Ogre and this AA can basically be any lane at any time. The only lane that they want to avoid is the Anti-Mage's lane. So Anti-Mage might be in a little bit of trouble in the early game, but there's a lot of potential for 2 out of 3 lanes to go very, very well.
Do you think that Ramses might go mid against Storm Spirit? We've seen that a couple of times.
That's also I feel like is dual lane it's really easy to kill the Storm. Like the Storm actually has so much trouble dealing with this.
Okay. Well, they're all heading bottom right now, so we'll see where they end up going and what the final tally as far as hero lineups go. But Ramses does have some tangos pulled towards him, as well as 5 more in his inventory, so
yeah,
kind of tells me it might go mad.
Oh, for Ramses?
Yeah.
I think if you get pulled like this is more of a solo safe lane type of build.
Okay.
Yeah, not a mid build.
Here's a Coin Blade queued up as well, but it's going to be a little jaunt through the jungle. They're also on Navi going to be able to place down a good ward over here to the side. giving decent vision over the starting areas. But as far as an AM pick last, how good is this? We've seen it more than a few times.
Oh, Anti-Mage here is an amazing pick. This is great for Medusa, great for Storm. No real counter to the Anti-Mage. If he has a good game, it's going to be the Anti-Mage show.
All right. Well, and he's certainly set up to do that. We've seen VP kind of dominate throughout these qualifiers. It's just the one game, but they completely destroyed Vegas Squadron. And it was a Vegas Squadron team that looked relatively good. And likewise, Navi has looked pretty good recently. But it's hard to deal with. And, well, there he goes. Ramses going to go mid. This was something I remember Miracle was like always asking Kuro to pick him anti-mage in the mid lane whenever there was a Storm Spirit. Because he said he really liked the matchup. Could be even better if Solo's able to get himself a courier on the way out. But doesn't look like that's going to happen, at least for now.
Alright, so they found out where the lanes are. Light Stealer's going to head up top lane now.
Denied.
So Life Stealer one-on-one against Enchantress. What do you think about that matchup?
I think it's okay for Life Stealer. I mean, the whole idea is that you don't have to... Oh god, you're taking so much damage for that. The whole idea is that you can actually bypass Untouchable by having Rage. But I feel like it's actually not that bad for Enchantress. It's pretty hard for him to kill you. Like, he's gonna have to do a lot of damage in order for him to kill you, and by the time he has that kind of damage, you should have enough levels to survive with Nature's Attendant.
Okay.
But with an AA here, there's a good chance you could get yourself killed.
It's unlikely that they're going to be able to slow her down enough to catch the Cold Feet proc. I guess maybe it's different, though, since you have the, like, slow that gets applied on Chilling Touch as well. We'll have to keep our eyes on that, sort of, as... bottom lane, we haven't talked a lot about this lane, but it's going to be a tiny, just tossing fools around down here. Gets himself level 2. As Dendi in trouble. Ramses able to trade over the aggro. Are they going to be able to find the kill? He gets the blink away. First blood going that way. Kills all over the damn place.
Yep.
They found the kill on Enchantress too.
They killed the Enchantress up top. Lil dies for it. And then mid lane, Storm dies. Solo dies. 4 deaths going on simultaneously. Good luck catching that one.
I caught half of them. Call it good, yeah?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, it is Anti-Mage off to a really hot start. I think some of these, oh my goodness, down bottom, the Vengeful Spirit ends up dying. But some of this is also Cog CS for Ramses. It's not as bad as it looks, I think, for the Storm.
Uh-oh. Dive up top? I don't know if this is a thing.
They're trying to make it a thing. Roger is going to battery assault them, but as soon as the Cold Feet come out, Roger forced to jump away. They're going to be able to find the stomp. The Chilling Touch is there as well. They find the stun onto AA, and Roger is going to be able to help find that kill onto Lil.
God, this is such a difficult lane to deal with. Enchantress as well as the Clockwork is just so much dive potential, and they don't have really any real way to slow down the creeps or the Clockwork. Open Wound's only level 1. I think if he had like level 4, if he was level 4 with level 2 Open Wounds, he might have been able to save him, but it's not easy.
Well, talk to me about how this early start is going, like the laning phase. Do you feel like there's any big winners, or as far as the teams are concerned, or individual heroes?
I think VP are going to be happy with this. They're behind a little bit, but I mean, all that really matters to them is that their anti-mage is going to be free farming in the near future.
Right.
That's what you're worried about. So as long as they manage to get to that stage, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. You know, these other lanes, they're not doing the best, but they're doing okay, and that's all you really need.
Okay. Yeah, and Ramses, he has his Ring of Health done now, as well as the Tangos on top of it. A Quelling Blade. He's feeling okay at this stage, and well, meanwhile, Solo in some trouble down here bottom. They're going to run into him and start to take him down. Crystallize secures himself a kill. Medusa versus AM, always thought of as a counter. How scary is it? Has there been any changes to Medusa that make this any better at all, or is it still just as bad as it's always been?
I think it's a little better, but at the end of the day, it's still an anti-mage matchup. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's really difficult.
And no one's still just trying to keep this Enchantress back. They've had this one Centaur forever, and even though he's still so freaking tanky and hard to deal with.
Uh-oh, mid lane, Ramses.
Ends up going down. The rotation in from Senego. Dendi there. He's playing really low HP for a while.
Yeah, he's, you know, really confident in his ability to survive, but that's the risk you run when you're at that low health. One little mistake.
Well,
Dendi,
they turn it back around, and Dendi at level 6. They find the kill onto Solo somehow. Dendi able to outplay them. But he is going to end up paying for this, I do believe, unless he can get over to the Ancients for the deny. Not going to happen. While that was going on, Lil is also going to die in the top lane. So just action everywhere. 11 kills in 5 minutes already.
That's very worth it for VP, though. Slowing down this Storm is really important, because he's like one of the only heroes next to Clockwork who can put a lot of pressure on this anti-mage after the phase.
Oh, no one. Are they going to dive this? Roger is comfortable going for it. He saw the rage was already there, but they're not going to end up going for it any further. They find another kill onto Dendi. So even though they're like getting ready to dive on top, they're still finding kills in the mid lane.
Yeah, Pasha making a great rotation. Off lane Tiny. This is very new to me. But this is a super entertaining hero to watch, so curious to see how Pasha does on this offlane Tiny. He's actually gotten himself a bit of levels as well.
Yeah.
4.5 now. Definitely can't compare him to the Enchantress. Enchantress is already level 6. General was throwing this offlane.
Yeah, has the Orb of Venom, the treads as well, and Roger, every time he makes this rotation, and it's pretty scary, although
top lane.
No one needs to be careful, as he is going to end up being able to find this kill. They lock him in the pain train, but General not able to find the finish, and well, they botto blocked by Solo as well. They get the stun, they get the turn, they're trying to take him down. General has a ton of heal right now, 3 points in it. And it looks like he is going to be able to make his escape, at least for the moment, salving up as well. They dodge away, and no one is forced to TP away. Solo likely to be punished, as they weren't able to find the full rotation, and well, Solo, one last hit, General gets the kill.
Support for support. I think you can. It's kind of like an even thing. It's not too big of a deal. More importantly is this mid lane. I mean, anti-mage is getting so much health. Dendi is still not level 6. Well, anti-mage is almost level 7, so he's having a great start here.
And you got to be so careful about spending that whole mana pool now as well for the Storm Spirit. You can just get blown up in an instant. And top lane, they find a quick kill again. General and Clockwork, they just blow him the hell up, tossing in. No one wants to be able to find the kill. With the rotation in from the Tiny, this actually might end up working out. They're bringing in Ramses as well. The stun is there on it. Clockwork, General getting ran down. They have the mana void. They find the kill, and now they're going to be able to toss another one forward. Pasha making the initiation happen for his team, as Roger is going to get ran down into the pit. And one last hit. They're trying to save it for Ramses.
Trying to give it to him.
What? No! How do you do that?
That's why you don't save kills like that. Oh, man.
Alright. VP is going to be put a little sheepish after that one.
It's okay.
Solo with the correct number of gold won in that engagement. That was a joke there. It's 332 gold. I'm done. Well, tower goes down. Steven, it's 2,000 gold lead for Navi right now.
So far, things are looking okay for them. I'd like to see them get a little more, or get level 6 on Clockwork a little faster. But they're gonna make a rotation beforehand. Both level 5. More than capable of killing off Pasha together, I believe.
Yeah, they just need to make sure that they catch him out of position. And, well, with no tower, this is going to be easy peasy. Although, he just tosses them away. And there's the avalanche and the runaway. And Pasha. All right. Apparently, it's not easy. That just happened indeed.
That was some great play. He in order for him to survive that, he pretty much has to time everything and hit everything correctly because, like you saw there, just by hitting one stun or getting caught up by the clockwork, he was gonna die.
Bottom tower is under attack.
All right. Well, 2,000 gold lead. There's a big old stack of ancients over here as well. That's something that Medusa's probably going to need to move to later. She has a Mask of Madness done. Are they going on him? Oh, General getting ran at. They have everything in the kitchen sink. And General, it's not often you see an Enchantress move at 165 movement speed. So slow is working.
Killing out the Enchantress is like really important for them too because he's doing so well in this off lane. It's gonna provide you the most for actually getting the kill.
Don't look now. Ramses is 1,000 gold away from a Battle Fury.
Ah, stupendous.
Dendi forced to jump away here. Man, if he gets this Battle Fury in this amount of time, I'm gonna start to be pretty scared for the AM as he is gonna be forced back away again. Do you think it's too scary to leave Ramses in the mid lane now? Like, should he be rotating to one of the side lanes to farm?
It's actually kind of interesting to see how they keep him in the safe lane or in the mid lane because, like you saw earlier, right? He's actually able to just go into those side lanes and help them in terms of team fight and then just pick up extra gold.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like the idea. Like they're gonna be really aggressive in the other lanes, and then he can just quickly reinforce them and then get a bunch of gold. Oh, this huge ancient stack.
Yeah, this is really big. They're moving in right now too, and it's a smoke gank into it. There's the awkward cook though. Roger gonna be able to find Lil. Can they blow him up in time? They're also facing off against Dendi, so they're gonna be able to get Lil and now also taking solo. But like you said, they do end up losing Seneko. But this is a big old stack of ancients, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to come and contest in time. Ramsey's still squaring off against Dendi in the mid lane. They're rotating in solo yet again. They want to come and take this away from Crystallize, but he's farming it up so quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Pasha
attack.
moving in.
I feel sad for them.
The rest of Navi left.
They're running in. There's so many
Toss, maybe, possibly. They're throwing him into the middle of BP. Dendi got rooted there. I don't know if they can take this anymore. That was a stone Pasha. He throws his tree at him, and now Crystallize getting ran down. They swap him away, trying to save his life. They did get a big increase in mana, but the Ice Blast is going to be off the mark as well. They're almost killing him. They don't get to the shrine in time, but the rest of EP might be in trouble now. They're caught in the cogs. That's going to be another kill. No one getting torn down as well. 4 dead for VP.
My goodness. You know, the shrines were nerfed, but shrines are no joke. I don't know if it's actually worth finding there. They do get the big kill, which is a Medusa, at a huge cost, though. That was 1,200 gold swing going in favor of Navi. And your anti-mage is slowed down once again.
Yeah, I guess the like plus side, as you said, is that the Medusa still couldn't take the stacks. Do they have to come back and contest this again?
I think so.
Oh, man.
I don't think you want to give this up.
She's taking it really quickly, though, and VP maybe a little bit skittish after that last fight. Solo, he's walking over, he's smoked. He's gonna not place down a ward as the smoke breaks. And it looks like VP gonna have to give it up. Oh, an Ice Blast? Maybe he can sneak some with that? That's a lot of damage.
Taking so much damage.
Oh my god. He's living, I think.
They're just gonna slow him down a bit.
Everything that they can do. But a really good warding decision here and getting the sentry ward down as well, so that way they can make sure that it's not stolen.
It's quite a bit of an investment to make sure this is actually taken, because this is 2 observer wards. I mean, there's 2 of them right next to each other.
Oh my goodness. Top lane. General goes down. Roger chasing